Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another V Revival presentation fight. We are here today to clash two decks that have been fairly anticipated. One, maybe not anticipated from the light, but rather from the shadows, as is a deck that had not been revealed in the previews for the V Revival set that's upcoming here. Rather, he is now going to be debuting in this fight exclusively before the reveals the following day. Now, up in the top corner, bearing the red gloves and shouldering the burden of that said deck is Scarlight. How are we doing?
Shouldering? What the you butchered that?
I did.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Screw the intro. Your grammar is terrible, bro.
I gotta call it out. It's funny.
I feel that. Yeah, you call me out, bro. Down in the blue gloves, it's yours truly. I'm running Chronofang today. Chronofang got some really nifty support cards, not the least of which being the very same Zodiac Time Beast that we saw Chronojet roll up with not too long ago in a previous fight. So we're going to be seeing a different side of the ZTBs today. The same basic cards, but used in a fairly different manner. So that's going to be quite exciting to showcase here in today's fight. Now, with all that said, are you ready to begin, my friend?
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Alright, stand up, Zavangaro.
The Vanguard.
Krotigar!
Crimson Lion Cub Criff.
Ooh. I wonder what that means. Draw. Okay. I'll kick it off by writing Chrono Ethos Jackal. We'll draw another card from the starter, and then we'll Soul Blast one for the skill of Jackal. Looking at the top 7 cards of the deck to try and add a Zodiac Time Beast from among them. I add Chrono Beat Buffalo to the hand. Shuffle up the deck, add, and pass the turn there. Over to you.
Interesting. Alright, stand and draw. Alright, I'll start things off by writing into a very familiar face. Knight of Elegant Skills, Gareth.
Oh shoot, he got retrained, bro. What the heck? What does Gareth do?
So Gareth's ability is, well, first I'm going to resolve my starter first, drawing a card and then getting a quick shield real quickly. But Gareth's ability is when he's placed on the Vanguard circle, I can look at the top 7 cards of the deck, and then I can choose a grade 3 card with Ezel in its card name and reveal it and add it to my hand. Very similar to your Jackal, except I have a smaller search radius.
Yeah, but, thankfully it's free though, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I find an Ezel. And do I find an Ezel? In fact, I do not find an Ezel. Rip. That's fine.
And that right there goes to show me these things are not scripted, bro. Did not find the Ezel.
Well, you know what? I have a second chance. I call White Lion.
Oh, shoot.
So now it's time to frickin' play some Vanguard. Attack for 16 with an on-hit with White Lion. And I just go, by the way. Oh, no guarding. Okay.
I've got nothing but pieces, brother. I've got to let it happen.
Drive check.
Oh, thank God I didn't try. I would have got broken.
You should have tried. You should have.
No. I'm too smart for that smile. Hey, Steve and Mudar, my homie. Sorry, bro.
Okay. Hybrid. I see you.
Yeah,
I see
baby.
You.
I'm greedy, bro. I played the OG Fang stuff, and we've got ZTB. So this is not just Fang Gang. This is Fang Chain.
Jeez. All right. Well, since you allowed the attack 2 hit, White Lion activates, and I look at the top 6 cards in my deck for any 2 grade 3 Ezel cards. And really? Okay. No hits again. So that happens. Go ahead.
You better have like 3 Ezels in the hand, and that's why. I stand to draw. Okay. We're gonna energy charge.
Totally.
Holy crap! Good. I am spoiled for ride choice right now. I got a bunch. I ride Chrono Beat Buffalo. And now?
Okay.
I think that's all I need to do for this turn. Let's keep it nice and simple here. Beat Buffalo is going to attack for 10 on the Vanguard.
You should do like interior monologues for one of these and be like the old Yu-Gi-Oh style, like, he's good, he knows everything about Vanguard. And then
oh yeah, where it's like, huh, that's weird. Why didn't he search any cards from the deck? He must have some kind of strategy. Perhaps all of his
Exactly.
Ezels are already in his hand.
Well, similar vein to you, I also have too many pieces, so no card.
They better be Ezels or we're gonna have a problem. Hey, one beat Buffalo into another. God, it's so funny how like all my like Fang gang is getting replaced by these guys. But I'll show you guys this deck a little bit later. This deck I'm really proud of because it takes. Let's just say there's a golden ratio. Over to you.
Okay. Well, stand and draw, and let's see what I get. Okay. Well, I don't have. Not the guy I want, right? But he works. I ride into Flame Wind Lion Wonder Ezel.
Oh, this card is so good for you right now.
Oh yeah. So on plays on the Vanguard circle, I can Soul Blast one and discard a card to search my deck for any Grade 3 Ezel in its card name and add to my hand. So I will do just that. I will Soul Blast a Griff, and I will discard my Quick Shield ticket to search for an Ezel. And the Ezel I will find is... Where are you?
Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monologue. Surely this is where he adds Ezel Scissors.
Brother, that deck is so bad. It's so bad.
It's like, but wait a minute. If he's saying that deck is bad, I don't think he would insult his own deck. That can only mean one thing.
That can only mean one thing, Yugi. I add Raven-haired Ezel to my hand. A new version of it. With a cooler artwork, anyway.
Bro! Oh, we're gonna get to that when we get to that. That's
we'll
that's
get to him when we get to him. Yeah, we'll get to him when we get to him. But for now, though, I will... You have control options, which is annoying, but...
But you're also Gold Paladin calls from deck. I just throw them back for you, brother. What you gonna do?
They're not wrong. Not wrong. Go up to 6. Oh. I will decide on the correct.
Be like the stink meter episodes from Boondocks. Get you one of them moments. You know the moment.
Oh god, you have to clip that now. You have to clip that.
The stink meter moment, bro.
Yeah,
like throw it over there. He does the 90-degree angle as he like stomps on his J's, bro. He's like, yeah, they ain't new anymore, are they?
Yeah. Anyway, call 2 more White Lions. And,
that's ignorant.
I know it is ignorant. Let's see which one of them you want to hit. So, swing with Ezel.
That's not a hard choice. That's 1 search versus 2. Take it.
Oh, okay. Well, with a shot. Oh, okay, Beaumains. That is... You can see him later.
That cannot be shocking considering the Gareth is there. Fair play. Man, we just retraining a lot of the old stuff. I guess Ezel's is getting a whole makeover. Fair play.
Potentially.
Oh, don't you look so bad now, bro. To the Vanguard. Heal it out.
You know what?
Bro.
You know what? That's on me. That is on me. I will...
Get your search.
That is on me. I got greedy. Jesus, really? Okay. No hits on White Lion for a 3rd time.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I looked real good when I like immediately added Buffalo off of Jackal, but that was my only target in top 7. I almost whiffed it.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Poke with White Lion doesn't hit just for the funny and pass.
Just imagine the lion's trying to bite at him and then realizes, wait, it's mechanical and gets tossed off.
It's also giant as well, so...
Guys, 1 billion lions versus every Gear Chronicle unit.
Every Gear Chronicle unit?
The way it sounds like you're considering it, it's like, if it's every Gear Chronicle unit, what the hell are they going to do about the Demiurge?
I wasn't even going Demiurge, I was going to think Mystery Flare, but fair.
Damn, that's cool. Alright then, now... Sacrifice everything, become a pioneer for the future. Ride! Chronofang Tiger G. Imaginary gift, it's Force 1. Because I'm too lazy to change, I'm just going to go ahead and make it a Force marker for the one and only Rin Hashima. Okay, anyway, now let's go ahead and get in meat and potatoes this turn. With the skill of Chronofang Tiger G, I Energy Blast 3 and bind a card from my hand in order to access the future. I bind Chrono Dash Peccary. And with that, Stridle Generation.
Intriguing.
I'll go. Meta Pulsar, Split Pegasus. Before, we had an issue with First Stride in this deck. Not at all. We didn't really have much of a setup card. But with Split Pegasus, that's no longer an issue. Alright then, with the skill of Chrono Dash Peccary, when it's rode upon or discarded or bound from hand by the ability of my Zodiac Time Beast, since I don't have another Peccary on the field, I can call Peccary. The downside is that Peccary is going to have to return back to the bind zone at the end of the turn when I do this ability. Alright then.
A free unit on field. Okay.
Damn, I don't know about free, but I understand the sentiment. Okay then. Let's go ahead and go from there. I call Steam Knight Mudar and Chrono Claw Monkey to rear guard. Now, activating the skill of Meta Pulsar Split Pegasus, I counterblast one and bind a Zodiac Time Beast from the hand or rear guard. I'll be binding the monkey. Yes, technically I didn't need to call him then, but I felt like doing it for flair. And by doing that, I can now search the deck for 2 Zodiac Time Beasts whose grades are -1 of whatever I bound. So because I bound the grade 2 monkey, I call 2 grade 1 Zodiac Time Beasts from the deck. So I'll call Chrono Charge Unicorn and Chrono Ethel's Jackal to rear guards. Shuffle.
Okay. Interesting.
And then after that, it's time for me to now add call Chrono Beat Buffalo. There's a continuous skill you should know about from my good friend Split Pegasus. For each differently named Zodiac Time Beast in the bind zone, 1,000 power is going to go to my front row. This may look familiar to the audience because we saw Thunder use the same skill in his fight against Messiah. Now, one thing to note is that all my front row units get the power regardless of their Zodiac Time Beast or not. It only cares about Zodiac Time Beasts that are in the bind zone. So, Mudar, you also reap the benefits of this as well. Okay.
Alright. This is
and with that, I think I'm ready for battle. Let's make it happen. Now, with the support from Chrono Charge Unicorn, Split Pegasus attacks the Vanguard. Total power is 24, and then it's going to get an extra 10,000 from the Force Sparker, making it 34 on your Vanguard with the Twin Drive. A magic number.
34 with a Twin Drive. Okay. Let's see. I will simply... Yeah, I'll just take this hit.
My Twin Drive check. The check 1. Heal trigger. Useful in a way, but it also means I will need to use another skill there. Intriguing. Power goes to Steam Knight Mudar.
I see.
My second check. Critical trigger. Critical goes to my Split Pegasus, and power goes to Chrono Beat Buffalo. Who doesn't like a little high roll?
Not me. Because I'm on the receiving end. Damage 1, Wonder Ezel, and second check. Okay, Incandescent Lion, Blond Ezel.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Holy crap. I'm willing to bet you've been holding on to that. Wow, alright. Now then, you know what? Even with that, I'm still going to do this. Activating the skill of Chrono Charge Unicorn. I don't have a card to countercharge, so it's not going to be as useful, but I'm still willing to try it. Now, thanks to the skill of Charge Unicorn, I bind this unit and put a normal unit for my drop zone on the bottom of the deck. I'll choose my Steam Knight Mudar. Welcome back, brother. Now that I've done that, I can Soul Charge and I can choose either Gear Colossus or Zodiac Time Beast, and that gets 5,000 power. Then, if it was placed by a card's ability, I get a 3,000 power. Not the greatest to Soul Charge, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to get the extra 3,000 power to Chrono Ethel's Jackal. And 5,000 power gets to go to any units. I'll give this one to Mudar. Let's see. No, not Mudar. Technically, it's Peccary behind him. Because it's got to be a Zodiac Time Beast. Which most of these field are, so that's the brilliance of this field. Now, this continuous skill of Split Pegasus is still in effect. Alright then. Let's go ahead and attack with Mudar with support from Peccary. This is 13 supporting 22. So that's going to be a total of 35 on your Wonder Ezel.
35.
Barely making the magic number thanks to the cost.
Damage check. Heal trigger.
Very nice.
I do
Good
recover.
stuff.
I will choose to recover Blond Ezel. Alright. And 10,000 power to my Vanguard.
Finally, Chrono Beat Buffalo with support from Jackal. Jackal's skill. I can have it get an extra 1,000 power for each Zodiac Time Beast in the bind zone. If I do, though, he has to bind himself at the end of that battle. I'll choose to activate the skill. An extra 2,000 power. So just like the other one, this is going to be attacking you for a total of 35 on the Vanguards.
35. I have no choice. I will guard. Since I am not at grade 3 yet, I will guard with Holy Mage Alessia for a free perfect guard.
Ooh, nice move. Alright then. At the end of that battle, Jackal binds. Then, at the end of the turn, two things will resolve. Metapulse or Split Pegasus is bound by the ability of Chronofang Tiger G to rewrite into G, and I'll be gaining an extra imaginary gift force to give to my good friend Mudar. Furthermore, Peccary, the toll has come a-callin'. You must now return to the bind zone as well. Pass the turn over.
Very well then. That was quite a turn.
You bet. And to think it was only 3 attacks.
Truly. Alright, stand and draw. Let's see. Okay. Now, the hero with the blazing heart of justice. Descend onto the battlefield with explosive flames. Ride. Incandescent Lion, Blond Ezel, Blazeheart.
Ooh, that name hits, yo. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Indeed. Imaginary gift, Axel 2. I will place my Axel, and then I get to draw off of it. And then charge 3. Now, I will start with thinking. Okay. I will consider some options before I do anything. Because if I do that, okay. I think I got it. I will start by activating the effect of my Raven-haired Ezel in my hand. Now, Raven-haired Ezel has a variety of effects. Now, its secondary effect is an axe skill while it's in my hand. And when it's in my hand, I can Energy Blast 3, and then I bind it. Very similar to your effect, but by doing this, and not letting me read it while hovering over it, I look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I choose one unit card from among them, and I call it to the rearguard circle, and put the rest on the bottom of my deck.
Oh, so interesting. So you tutor him for another card instead.
Yeah, I basically need to build a board, so let's see what I get.
That's the most unusual skill for something that's usually a finisher. Oh, sounds like you got something good.
Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. I will start by calling Sacred Twin Beast Black Lion. The rest will go back to the bottom of the deck.
What the heck does that do?
Oh, Black Lion is a phenomenal card. So, Black Lion's ability is... He has 3 very unique abilities, which is interesting. His first effect isn't really relevant right now. It counts itself as a grade 3 Ezel while it's on my hand or soul. That isn't really relevant at the moment. But its secondary effect is act... Never mind. I read that wrong. Okay, that's on Vanguard Circle. I gotta rat it.
Yeah, that's
my bad.
That's a Vanguard Circle effect to be able to do that,
That's
but it is still a really strong effect.
Yeah.
Being able to counterblast one Energy Blast you to search the deck for a white line at the back row. I mean, okay, look, let's be real here. Between that and presumably Beaumains and definitely Wonder Ezel, you do not have a bad grade 2 ride. That's pretty impressive for Ezel.
That is true. This is true.
He also gets 5k while you're on an Ezel too, it looks like. Alright, that's cool.
Yeah. I will not call him to Excel, I'll call him to the front row because he can't hit you. I will then call... Yes...
I like how that's your criteria. What is the weakest card in my hand? That goes to Excel. It needs help.
Right. I mean, I'll Excel numbers, man. I'll Excel numbers.
It's true.
So, okay, I will call Knight of Superior Skills Bowman to the Excel circle. I Energy Blast 3, and then I Superior Call from the deck. Yes, from the deck, I Superior Call Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth. So...
Homie really said, move aside, Black Lion. The superior artwork is here.
The superior artwork.
like whenever I watch
Calling-
anime lately, I'm like, silence, peasant. The great
Peasant.
VA. The superior VA is speaking. Like, I was watching Gundam Seed with with my friends, and there's the Mood Laflaga character who's like Dio's VA. And literally whenever anyone else is speaking, I'm like, silence! Dio must speak.
Dio must speak, yeah. Alright, okay. I think this is a good enough setup. So now...
That's definitely a setup. Holy crap, look at that.
It is a setup. Okay, let's see how much you care about your rear guards. I'll start by having Beaumains attack Mudar for 14.
Oh, that sucks. Buffalo, intercept for him, please.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, that's valid. Okay. I will then have Black Lion. Actually, no. Before Black Lion. Actually, this is complicated now. Because
It's like, but by the way, guys, I mean, I do it for theatrics, but I know what all these cards are that he's playing, right? And I can see where the complication is lying. So you may need a moment to think about it.
It's more like I have two different lines of play I could go with. But
God, the fact
right
that
now,
Ezel has that is so nice now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll stick with this game plan. I'll swing at Mudar for 9, 14, 22. Because math.
Oh, man.
How much do you care about him?
Oh, Mudar is really good, because, like, I can bind it when you attack the Vanguard in order to, like, give it 10,000 at their draw, right? But because you're attacking Mudar, I can't run away, because it also binds itself, and that's good for me.
It's a pretty good piece for you, huh?
Yeah, oh, it's really good. But, like, the energy's precious, and I could use it on Monkey instead if I want to monkey around, quote-unquote. Yeah, frick it, you've convinced me. I'm sorry, Mudar. Please, we're gonna let the ZTVs try to take over a little bit here.
Valid.
Darn,
Right.
I wanted to
Now
use you too.
now comes the Golden Lion himself. I attack with Blazeheart, boosted by White Lion. Now, I activate Blazeheart's auto skill whenever it attacks from the Guardian, not the Guardian Circle, life Vanguard Circle. I can counterblast one, which shall be... Yeah, I'll counterblast heal, because I can probably get it back. So, counterblast one, I draw a card, then I can superior call a card from my hand to one of my rearguard circles. So, I will call Flamewind Lion Wonder Ezel to the rearguard circle on top of Black Lion. Now, when I do this, any unit that gets called over by this effect, instead of being retired to the drop zone, it instead gets bounced back to my hand.
Oh, what
so
the
Black Lion is sick. Yeah, Alden, yeah, indeed. And because I called by this effect, Blazeheart and Wonder Ezel both gain 9,000 power because it copies Wonder Ezel's power.
Oh, so. I get it. So it incorporates the V-Series Ezel effects to call from the hand as a superior call, but it uses the OG Ezel aspect of it gains the power of what it calls. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's even got a nice little, it's got a nice little Alden twist because, you know, why not add the spice? That's sick. Okay.
Yeah. And now several other effects activate now. Wonder Ezel's effect activates now. Whenever it's placed by my card's ability, if my Vanguard is Ezel, I can Energy Blast 3 and draw another card, and it give itself 5,000 power. So putting up to 14. And then Gareth's skill activates. Whenever another unit in its column is placed, he stands himself back up.
Bro.
So now, I stood up a whole column. Indeed.
That's pretty cool.
So,
okay.
So 29,000 Twin Drive to your Vanguard.
Oh, you even made magic numbers now. Okay, no guard that. Hit me.
Okay. First check. That is Capoir. Okay, I'll take it. Second check. Critical trigger. I will get critical to Vanguard, and I'll give power to my White Lion column.
Ah, to get over defenses. I got you. Check 1. No trigger. Check 2. No trigger.
Ooh, love to see it. Now,
it's okay, I run a second copy, because I'm not like some beta testers that run 1 copies of a key stride. What the hell, bro?
Okay, calling out somebody. Gotcha.
Yeah, they don't know who that is. Well, I mean, no, actually, I think maybe depending on which video releases first, they might have already known, because he called himself out.
Well, regardless, since you did let that attack hit, White Lion activates, looking at the top 6 for an Ezel.
Nah, man, the fourth time's not the charm. You ain't adding crap.
I actually am. I did find the Blazeheart. So I get that to my hand, and then I shuffle. Pretty good, pretty good. This to my hand, and then that is that. I will attack with my White Lion column for 26.
Oh, F off. I'm going to use the skill of Peccary from the Bind Zone. So, when my Zodiac Time Beast is attacked, I can bot deck a Zodiac Time Beast from my soul. So I'll bot deck Buffalo. By doing that, now I'll be able to guard him, and he gets shield plus 5,000.
Dang it, okay.
How do you like that? The ride actually had an extra purpose there, but it didn't make itself apparent immediately. And then...
yeah, right. Okay.
Unfortunately, though, he has to just go to the drop zone like a normal Guardian. But thank you, Peccary. Very well played.
Okay, that does kill your bind zone a bit, so that's at least a little bit helpful. Okay. Swinging with Wonder Ezel boosted. So this is 14, 22, 31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Steam Mage and Narda, Quintet Wall.
Okay, this
Look
is
at the top
deadly
5
now.
cards of the deck. Perfect. I call 2 Chronospin Serpent as well as a Lucina Bell to the rear guard. That'll put me up to
guard
33.
for 33. Yeah, that does it.
And now that the attack doesn't hit, I can bind 2 cards from my drop zone with different grades in order to draw a card. So I'll bind Chronospin Serpent and Lucina Bell in order to draw 1 card.
Okay, I was hoping that the Kari play would have slowed you down a bit, but didn't. That sucks. Alright. It's fine, though. We'll manage.
Your
and
hand is
turn,
really healthy for Gold Paladin, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Surprisingly. That is a surprise to me, too.
Yeah, that's really good. Alright, then.
Yeah.
Stand and draw. Energy charge 3.
Let's see what you got.
Alright, I won't be riding another Fang from the hand here, but that isn't going to deter me very much. Let's go ahead and get this kicking off. Currently, I've got a few cards in the bind zone there. That's some decent power, but
variety.
I feel like I might be able to push you a little bit harder on this turn. Alright then. I know what I want to do. Now, Energy Blast 3 and binds. Now, let's go Stride Fusion. Generation Zone, Kai Hole. Chrono Tiger Gear Glare.
Okay.
This is the new possibility for Chrono Fang Tiger, and it's a doozy of a card. Now, let's go ahead and start with the Axe skill of Gear Glare. Because I have a grade 3 Chrono Fang in the soul, I'm able to bind a card from my hand. So let's bind my Steam Link's Nadine. Next, because I did that, I choose any number of your rear guards whose sum grades are less than or equal to the number of cards in my bind zone. I can choose up to 8 grades worth of cards amongst your field and bot deck them. In that case, I'll be bot decking a total of... I'll just go ahead and choose 7. I'll take out everything but Beaumains to the bottom of depths and space of time.
What? My entire field.
Uh-huh. That's right. Looks like dear old Bind Time Dragon was the only one capable of that ability.
Okay. That hurts a lot.
Alright. Now, Gear Glare has a variety of skills depending on the number of cards that are in my bind zone. But I'll go over those when it's time for battle because they're all battle-based in nature. I still have other skills to do here. Next up, I'm going to activate the skill Lucina Bell. Now, as an act in the bind zone, if I don't have Lucina Bell, I can Soul Blast 1 and bind 1 card from my drop zone. So let's Soul Blast 1, and then from the drop zone, I'm going to bind my Chrono Dash Peccary. He's back.
That's back.
And I deliberately make sure not to Soul Blast out the Jackal for further use. Now, Lucina Bell calls herself to the rear guard circle. Furthermore, I'll then be doing another skill here. Let's go ahead and activate the ability of... Yeah! Call! Counterblast 1, bind the top card of the deck, and then I draw a card. And because I have a Chrono Fang in my soul, this unit will get 5,000 power after that. So bind! Lesina Bell's effect. When it's bound by my card's ability during the turn, I can choose one of my units to get 3,000 power. And then, if I didn't countercharge this turn, I can Soul Blast and countercharge one. Let's see here. I've got a choice now that I can make. I can try to prioritize some more soul, or I could burn it to get some more counterblast. Choices. Which one will I go for? I think in this case, I'll do it. Sorry, Peccary, but I've got priorities. Countercharge 1. Lesina Bell is going to move up to the front row. And the 3,000 power will be going to my Adadopora. That means they're both at 18,000 power apiece. Then, it's time to get into the scaling of my Vanguard. With its effect, I gain all the following based on the number of cards in my bind zone. 3 or more, it gets 5,000 power for every 2 cards in my bind zone. 5 or more, it gets a critical. And since you're grade 3 or greater, it also gets the drive, classic Chrono Fang. And then, at 7 or more, a somewhat familiar skill for our V original players has manifested. While this unit is in the rest position, all of your Guardians will get shield minus 5,000. So then, between the force marker...
Oh, come on!
Ibuki, is that you?
Clip it.
Oh, come on! It's great like that. Yeah, it is indeed an overbearing skill, but that's why I love it. Now, battle phase. Let's kick it off with Lesina Bell, attacking for 18 on your Vanguard.
18. Alright, this is only 3 attacks, correct?
Not quite. At the end of the battle that my Vanguard attacks, if I got Chrono Fang in the soul, I can counterblast 1 to call Steamlink's Nadine. And she'll get an extra 1,000 power for each card in my bind zone. And because I'll have 8 after that, it'll make her a magic number of 18, not including other bonuses.
Okay, so you said this is 18, you said, coming at me right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will guard with Listener of Truth Dindrane.
Makes sense. While my Vanguard's in the stand position, you don't have to worry about the shield minus yet. But that ends now. Chrono Fang Tiger. Go ahead and attack. Now, Gear Glaire's total is going to be 45,000 with a critical and 3 drives. What do you do?
I perfect guard this with Halo Shield Mark, and I will discard another copy of Beaumains.
Very well then. The triple drive. Check 1. I don't heal, but an extra 10,000 power will still go to Adadopora. The second check. My faithful friend. Third check. It's
all your
fine.
heals.
An extra 10,000 power to Adadopora. This is fine. It's fine. It's shield value. That's what I care about. Trust. Okay. Now, at the end of that battle, I'll counterblast the card that was afforded me from the effect of Lesina Bell, and unfortunately had to call Lesina Bell, so I definitely treated her right there, apparently, and will superior call Steamlink's Nadine from the bind zone. An extra 8,000 goes by her own skill, and then 10,000 because of the force marker. So we're not done here yet. Nadine attacks for 28,000. Remember, your Guardians are weak now.
I'll take this hit. No trigger.
Nadine's skill. When its attack hits, I can choose a card from the drop zone and bind it, to choose a card from the bind zone and return it to my hand. Now let's see here. I've got some options. Ah yes, I think I have the perfect idea for this scenario. Let's bind Castilla and then add it to my hand.
Okay.
Finally, 38 on your Vanguard.
No guard this as well. So
Nice. Well then, it turns out the anti-defensive ability of Gear Glare was able to leave quite the mark on there. Very nicely done. Now, at the end of that turn, Gear Glare binds, and I ride back into Chrono Fang Tiger G. Let's go ahead and evenly distribute the force markers amongst the front row circles. I end my turn. Now, show me what you've got. My hand is growing, and I have a perfect guard now. What do you do?
indeed you do. Okay. Now, wrapped in scorching flames, be reborn as the Lion of Justice. I ride Incandescent Lion, Blond Ezel, Blazeheart once more. Imaginary Gift, XL2, and now my former Blazeheart's ability activates as this Blazeheart is a Break Ride card. Now,
Oh my god, finally. Yeah, finally. Man, this should have happened in Break Ride era, dude. Why did they not give that for Scissors? I will never know.
that's a very good question. Now, when Blazeheart is rode upon, when Blazeheart is rode upon, I counterblast one, draw another card, and then I call it, and then my Vanguard gets the power. Basically the same thing as its battle skill. So, draw, and then I will call Listener of Truth Dindrane, giving 7,000 power to both Ezel and Dindrane. And then Dindrane's skill to Soul Blast to draw a card. I will Soul Blast this and draw a card. Okay. I will call Capoir using his skill. I will Energy Blast at 3. I would have charged this turn to draw a card and choose a card from my hand and call it, and it gets 3,000 power.
Damn, staying on theme, I see. Very nice.
Yep. So, Capoir, putting 3,000 power on himself. Then I call from my hand Black Lion and move him, Black Lion over here. Because now he gets 5k. And then I call another Black Lion, the front row. Now, these all get 5. Let's see. Let's start things off with adding all my power first. And then moving into battle phase, I'll start with Beaumains attacking. I'll have Beaumains attack your Vanguard for 14.
Bold. Let's see here. I take the hit. Damage check. Draw trigger. Power to my Vanguard, I draw one card.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, that makes my other choices easier. I'll have my rearguard Black Lion attack your Steam Link's Nadine for 14.
Adadoporo will intercept.
Interesting. Alright. Then I will have... Let's see. Yeah. I'll have Capoir attack for 17 at Nadine.
I'm running lower on resources. I need her to stick around. Gareth with Reclaim Key Draco Kit.
Interesting. Very well. Alright. I will then have Blond Ezel Blazeheart attack, activating his skill. To counterblast one, I draw a card, and then I Superior Call from my hand White Hare in the Moon's Shadow Pellinore on top of Beaumains. Yeah, Pellinore is onto the field, and then we'll get to Pellinore. We'll get to him. But first, Beaumains' effect. When he's placed over, I may Soul Blast one and put another normal unit onto the bottom of the deck and choose one of my units, and it gets plus 2,000 power per grade of your Vanguard. So he gets bounced, I'll Soul Blast, and I'll return back to the deck. Let's, if untap, let me see my drop zone, please. I will return back. I'll return back another Beaumains. And then Ezel will gain 11 or 12k, bring up to 19, plus 19, plus 12k to Pellinore, and then an extra. I will give an extra 6k to Black Lion, bring up to 11. So, now, Blond Ezel Blazeheart is coming in for 31,000 twin drive.
31,000?
Yeah.
31,000 means to pass it, I would need to guard with 20. But the easiest, most convenient way to do that would involve intercepting Nadine, and I don't want to do that. Pellinore. If he does what I think he does, I'm gonna need the cushion. I'll chance it. No guard.
Very well then. Twin drive check. First check. Raven-haired Ezel. Second check. Dindrane. Okay.
Okay.
No triggers.
Damage check. No trigger. Huh. I'm fairly convinced that's the Moodar returned back from the skill of Chrono Dash Unicorn.
Truly. Alright. I'll have Pellinore attack your Vanguard. On the Excel, he gets +5, so this is 29 to your Vanguard. Actually, wait, before that, apologies. When he attacks, I choose to bot deck 2 of my rear guards, which will be Black Lion and Capoir. Now, 2,000 power for each card in my damage zone. So I have 5, so that's plus 10,000 power to both Pellinore and Black Lion.
Oh, what the frick? Holy crap.
Apologies.
Oh, that's
Apologies
the
about
Moonlight Energy Razor, right? That was his limit break back in the day. Okay.
This was his limit break. So Pellinore is actually coming at you for 39.
Okay, you know what? I actually have an answer for this one. Steam Dr. Enja attacks. That was called during the battle phase. So we're going to get an extra 10,000 shield to make Pellinore back off.
Very well then. Alright. At the end of the battle in which Pellinore attacked a grade 3 or greater unit, if it was placed by a card's ability this turn, which it was by Blazeheart, I may counterblast one and drop a card from my hand, which will be Falcon Knight of the Azure. I stand Pellinore and move him to the Vanguard circle with -1 drive.
Oh my... Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Damn, Pellinore, man. This is just like OG Pellinore, but like better. Damn, that's cool. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Ezel's looking kind of fire right now, dude. There's so many nice combos going on here. It's beautiful.
The one downside to this is that Pellinore does get -1 drive when he moves to the Vanguard circle like this, but it's still pretty good. Swing at you. His power doesn't fall off either, so this is 39 again, 1 drive.
Interesting. You didn't offer the Moonlight Energy Razor this time around, but I guess I can see why. You might be trying to threaten me with a potential critical on this one. And even if you do hit and I block it, you can just put a trigger on the rear guard. Okay. So
you also still have that perfect guard in your hand, which I'm eyeing, so
that's right.
What you got.
Okay, so you're attacking for 39, max 49. If I go up to 53, I can stop that, which is 30 shield. Alright then. I choose to guard. Protect me, Time Tracking Dragon and Steam Bomber Diggle.
30, 40, 53. Yeah, that is enough. Drive trigger check. Heal trigger. I do recover 1. And I will recover this. Yeah, we'll cover that. And 10,000 power goes to Black Lion. Now. Alright, well played. Alright. And now, that puts me back there. Let me check my drop zone real quick. Okay. I will choose to... Yeah. Okay. Swing at your rear guard for a very big number.
I will need that.
So.
I'm sorry, Nadine.
Okay, valid. At the end of my turn, all my power falls off, and I will just pass the turn on that.
Tough situation.
Indeed, we're both running low.
Yeah. Both of us use a lot of counterblast. Field mostly empty. I'm almost out of soul. But it's my turn, and let's see if I can't cause some damage. Stand and draw. Energy charge 3. And ride. Chronofang Tiger G.
Another one.
Yes. Now, imaginary gift. it'll be Force 1, and I'll put it onto this rearguard circle.
Crap. Okay.
Now then. Once again, I think I need to open the way to the future. I bind Time Dragon from my hands.
Huh?
And then,
Bind?
from my bind zone, let's go ahead and seek the future together. I've got one of two options, and I know what I must do. Bind Time, as strong as you are, I need the resources elsewhere. So once again, Stride Fusion into Chrono Tiger Gear Glare.
Okay.
Now, Gear Glare,
Automatic.
activating your ability from the soul. Now you'll be able to empower my Gear Glare. Let's do this. I bind one card from my hand, and that card is going to be Time Tracking Dragon. I choose to only bot deck the Black Lion, and because I chose one or less, I get to draw a card.
What? Okay.
Okay then.
This
Perfect.
is getting dicey.
Now I Soul Blast one and activate the skill of Monkey from the bind zone. By Soul Blasting one and then binding the Peccary that I just drew from the hand, I'll be able to Superior Call Monkey. Then I choose an opponent's rearguard and put it on the bottom of the deck. That couldn't have come more perfect time, especially because now Peccary's skill activates. Peccary Superior calls itself because I don't have another card. Alright, my field is back again. Now, this is final attack orders. Survive this, and you'll be able to move into the future. Now, let's do this.
This is problematic.
20,000 power here, 10,000 power here, and of course, his continuous skill. Gear Glare gets an extra 5,000 for every 2 in bind. That plus the marker means he gets an extra 30,000 power with the critical and the drive. Let's begin. Peccary?
This is looking dicey.
Let's, no, you first, Monkey. Because Monkey also gets a continuous plus 5,000 power. Because I have a Zodiac Time Beast. 25 on your Vanguard. Your shield's still fully online.
That is true. The problem is all of your other attacks are massive. Can I ask how many critical triggers are out?
Sure. Of the cards that you know, we've got 1, 2 in there, and then we've also got another. Alright. So as far as public knowledge is concerned, you only seen 2, but I think one of them was checked and still in the hand, so you can be sure there's at least 3. Having said that, that's still pretty dicey, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a potential 5 to 7 still left in deck. Okay.
Yeah, it's odd to think about it, but the number one trigger I've been checking so far has been heal triggers.
Yeah, you've gotten all of your heals, which is something.
Yeah, and to think I whipped a couple of them too is sort of ironic, but hey, they get the job done.
Yeah, alright, so you said 25?
Just a simple 15k guard.
Alright, Gareth, Shanak. So.
Gotcha. Alright then. Next up, I'm going to attack with Chrono Dash Peccary for 28.
Okay, I'll have to take this one. Damage check. Critical trigger. Critical to the Vanguard? Or all effects of the Vanguard, I mean. Okay. You
All
still
right,
have Machina Bell and not is that Machina Bell that gets to call itself?
That's an axe skill. It was Nadine that got to do
Oh,
it.
Nadine, right, okay.
I'll attack. Now, the skill of Monkey activates. So my Vanguard attacks, I can Energy Blast 3 and bind the unit in order to choose a Zodiac Time Beast with a different name for the bind zone and call to the rear circle. So Energy Blast 3, and we'll now exchange Monkey. And we'll call a different ZTP to the field of my choosing. So let's go ahead and call from among them. 2 choices here. I don't have enough resources for you. You're useful, but you need to boost in order to make the most of it. In which case, I call Jackal. Activating skill of Jackal when placed. Counterblast 1 to look at the top 7 cards of the deck and tutor out a Zodiac Time Beast. Got a deck filter as much as I can. Monkey it is then. And I'm not monkeying around. Alright, and of course because of both force markers, extra 20,000 power to Jackal. This is my big attack. This is now going to be a total 45,000. 2 criticals and 3 drives, and all of your shields get minus 5,000.
I don't think so. Nullify with Mark again.
You
And
had
I'll
another
discard. And discarding... Have to discard... A tough choice now. I'll have to discard Beaumains for this.
one. Precious piece. All right then. The triple drive. Check 1. A perfect guard. Well,
That's
check 2. No trigger.
only...
Check 3. And a critical trigger? I don't mind if I do. All effects go to Jackal.
Okay.
Jackal attacks. Now let's count him up, Jackal. He gets an extra 1,000 power for each Zodiac timepiece to end my bind zone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. No, 6, because he only gets the Zodiac timepieces, and that unfortunately does not include bind time. And that is for lore reasons, funnily enough. So, with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6,000 power. But that's nice, because that still allows him to hit to a magic number. Total power is now going to be 44,000 with the critical. And your shields get minus 5,000. Can you block this?
All of my shields. All of my shields, okay. Alright, we'll start things off with Alessia from the drop zone. I will remove a mark from the game. She's a 15k shield because of your gear glare.
Mm-hmm.
So right now that's 22, 37, and you said how much again?
44. In order to successfully discard this, you'll need another 10,000 shields.
I will throw in Fortune Bell for this as well.
Alright then. At the end of that battle, because I deigned to give him the boost, Jackal binds. At the end of the turn, I then bind my Chronofang. And we'll give another force marker for the Vanguard. I'll end my turn. Well then, look at that. I may be a little low on cards, but you don't have many in the hand. Pellinore's already used up most of his abilities, and I'm sitting on more than 1 PG, as you know. So how are you going to break through?
If only I was on Ezel. This would be so much better. Crap. Okay, well, we're gonna have to... 2 PGs, okay. I'm gonna have to... And you're sitting at 4, you could take 1. Man, if only I was on Ezel, this would be so much better.
Perhaps is it because of that Raven-haired?
Yeah, you guessed it. Can't do it. Call Beaumains. And activating his skill to Energy Blast 3 in order to search for Gareth from the deck. So, Gareth from the deck. I think you got this. I don't have enough. If only I was on Ezel.
Perhaps.
I have to. I will. You can just take 1 PG, the other 2. And it doesn't matter because you have plenty of shield in your hand. Okay. I'm gonna call the Raven-haired. I'll call the Dindrane. I just need to push at this point. I will attack with Beaumains boosted by Gareth. This is 17k to your Vanguard.
I'll take the hit. No trigger.
Alright. I will attack with Pellinore using Pellinore's skill to bot deck my Beaumains column to give 10,000 power to both Pellinore and Raven. And since I am at 5 damage, Pellinore gets an extra critical as well. So
right,
Pellinore's coming at you for 29. Double critical. Twin drive.
Alright, Labashim will guard that by discarding Deagle.
Yeah. Alright. Twin drive first. Dindrane second. Heal trigger. That's helpful. I do recover 1. Covering this. And power goes to Raven. These to the hand. And I'll have Raven attack with the Excel number. So this is 2537.
Alright then. I'll guard with Deagle and Draco Kid.
Alright. Go ahead. I got nothing else.
I stand and I draw. Energy charge. Now, let's finish this. Energy Blast 3 and bind Deagle as the cost to transcend. One last time. Chrono Tiger Gear Glare. Strido. Generation. Now, Gear Glare. Bind from hand. And let's eliminate Ezel from that field. And
No.
draw a card. Perfect. Now, I'm confident in the kill. So let's go ahead. Call. Call. And call. Steam Fighter Nenea's skill. As long as I have a Chronofang heart, I'll be able to get 1000 power for every card in the bind zone. That's an extra 12. So let's go ahead and give him a boatload of power.
30k on his own?
I may not have any multi-attacks left, but my Chronofang is more powerful than ever before. With 12 in the bind zone, that's going to be a total cumulative power of 60,000. Let's see here. I believe that should be 30,000. And because of the 2 force markers, 50,000 total. Then he gets a critical and a drive. And just to really put the squeeze, we begin by attacking them immediately. Thus, the shield minus effect is now online for the entire battle phase. 65,000 with a critical and 3 drives. This is the end, Pellinore.
Not yet. Alessia. Then 15. Then throwing in. Since you have an unnatural crit, I'll throw in Candace. She becomes forced to become a 10k shields.
Yeah,
so that's
now
only
it's
5.
20,000 total, which is nifty.
Yeah, a little awkward, but so 20, 42, 57, 57, 67, 72, and you said this is 65?
Mm-hmm.
72. Guard with another 15. So this is 15, 30,
10,
or,
10.
or no, that's 10. Wait. Oh,
Yeah,
my
they're
shield
10.
values are still lowered.
Right? That's the thing. At first, it didn't seem like it mattered much because of the PGs, but once you're down to just raw shields, everything is a hell of a lot weaker than they usually are. That's the true danger of this skill.
40, 55, 67. Seven. Guard. And 67, 77, 82.
Alright then. Check 1. I believe. All effects to my Vanguard. Check 2. There it is. A draw trigger. All effects to Chronofang. Check 3. So close to deck out. but it matters not. Now, destroy him. Leave nothing left. Go. Wreak your fate.
Damage 1. Damage 2. GG.
GG's. Ooh. Good fight, though.
Man, that was actually pretty good. But man, I wish I was on Ezel, because I could have Raven and then
let's explain something here while we have a little bit of the post-game breakdown, right?
Let me pull him out.
There was... So, Pellinore, really strong for the immediate pressure, but in the long run, it may have hurt because... Would you like to explain Raven-haired Ezel?
Yeah, so Raven-haired Ezel, this is a different one from the Legacy Raven. Like you saw, he was able to bind itself from my hand when I had Ezel to call a card from the top 3. But its first skill is that when it's placed on the Vanguard circle by riding from a grade 3 Ezel, it gets the auto ability of when it attacks a Vanguard, if I'm at limit break, for a counterblast, it can give itself 10,000 power and critical +1 and turns off the opponent's sentinels. So
could have been cooked because I was really sentinel heavy there.
Yeah. So if I combine this with Blazeheart, I could have gotten so much power on Raven. And then on top of this, Raven's own skill, its hand skill is also a Vanguard centric skill, by the way. So on the Vanguard circle, I can Soul Blast 1 to look at the top 3 and call another card. So I could have made Ezel, or Raven, I mean, pretty freaking massive, and with double critical and swing per game. Yeah, and right. like Josh said, Pellinore just shot me in the foot in the long run because I had this guy in my hand, and I could not use him effectively. I could not use him because of that one clause, because Pellinore is not an Ezel. So
yeah. And one thing that's interesting about this deck build too, and I guess it could have been an alternative, is if you hadn't rode Pellinore, you could have on the next turn had Pellinore attack and then give both your Ezel and whatever was boosting him an extra 10,000 power. So that's even another 20,000 power on that Sentinel restrict column with the critical, and I would have been one shot because I'm out of heals. And that so I think in that possibility you did have the game there, but ultimately the player choices had this outcome. But it was a really close fight there. There was a really strong push and pull between building the field and having it taken away and then building it again, and it was really interesting to see that dynamic.
Unfortunately, I saw Raven a little too late, and I couldn't make the dream happen.
Right.
So,
but maybe the audience out there would be able to make the dream happen, because Raven-haired is going to be releasing with all these other lovely Gold Paladin cards here, and Ezel is basically reborn as a strategy under the moniker Blazeheart, a beautiful new era for the Ezel strategy. And might I say, even though it may have lost this fight, it put on one hell of a show. So that is some good stuff to look forward to. Meanwhile, Chronofang and the ZTPs. Now, Chronofang didn't directly receive much new support. It's more or less just Gear Clear. But as we saw, the Zodiac Timepiece are a hell of a boon to the strategy. And it's about time that I reveal something about the Zodiac Timepiece strategy here with this deck, because even though we saw the ZTPs earlier with Thunder, I now showed you guys how I use Zodiac Timepiece with Chronofang. And let's show off something else. This is my deck, and wouldn't you know it, this deck has so many 2-ofs. We're running 2 of Fine Time, 2 of Gear Clear. We've got 2 of Buffalo, Monkey, Serpent, Mudar, Adatapora, Nadine, Jackal, Unicorn, Peccary, Nanea, Lucina Bell. There's just so many 2-ofs here, and honestly, it worked beautifully in this fight.
Bro's playing pseudo Highlander CTB Fang, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, this is the Fang Chain, bro. Fang Gang? Nah, Fang Chain. And it's real good. It's fun stuff. You get so many interdependent pieces working together. And the ZTPs are a really strong engine, right? Especially because I'm mostly emphasizing on the ZTPs that are capable of binding, right? So that would be Jackal, Unicorn, Peccary, as well as Chronospin Serpent. Buffalo is there as well for consistency's sake, because he's a search target for your Jackal, and he's also a good target if you're hoping for certain skills. Like, for instance, these skills of Serpent, Monkey, you know, like all of these things are ZTB reliant. So ZTB is a fairly exclusive club. And so on that end, you could go for ZTB pure with Fang, and that would be pretty good. However, you do miss out on certain elements of the Fang gang, which are really powerful with pure Fang, right? So for instance, Nadine is a dedicated multi-attacker, and it's one that uses a CB, which is a much easier resource compared to Energy Blast, because even though Monkey doing Energy Blast may be a really nice resource for Chrono Jet, it's choked out because your Chrono Fang Tiger G actually requires energy for its particular stride. So Monkey is a much weaker card in this deck, and you usually use it for its axe skill, interestingly enough. Meanwhile, in addition to that, you also have the ability of Nanea, really strong card that also has an anti-retire skill, so it's good for establishing the field. And even though I didn't get to use it here, Munar is also a way to get some advantage and a really nifty defensive bonus. So all this really culminates together to make one heck of an interesting mishmash of cogs to like make this clockwork run, and it's a beautiful mess in its own way. But whether or not you go pure Fang, ZTB Fang, or this hybrid like I did, there's a lot of potential for Chrono Fang here. And so let me just end it on this: Chrono Jet Dragon doesn't get to have the all fun in this set. With all that said, I think we're about done with this fight, wouldn't you say? So, to those of you who watch this, if you're looking forward to more fights like these, then definitely consider liking, subscribing, and turn on the notification bell. That way you can only support the channel, but also stay tuned for the next time that we release one of these V Revival fight presentation videos, as well as any other Vanguard content, whether that be top 10s, discussions, and all the bang. We got it all here, so go ahead and check it out. With all that said, take care, God bless, and see you in the next one.